Okay. I think there was something... Oh, maybe I have to be with Kim to talk to her.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
The strike?
Of course.
Oh, the scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
I really wish that if there were dialogue options underneath the top ones that you could still ask if it just stayed bright red.
Everard Clare, of course.
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
Oh, I should have read that. Sorry. Everclear is a man of the utmost integrity. If you could say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Huh. Really? Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe. No, rapier. You sound like you're about to take a rapier to him.
Oh, heavens, no. We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
That's Everard, all right.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
I remember hearing something about this Edgar.
Have you seen him?
No.
Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
We haven't seen Edgar, right? Or maybe we were talking to Edgar and we had no idea.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Back to the strike.
Of course. Mr. Clare told him to fuck off, midget. Go, Montes. Keep in mind.
Okay.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
Change the topic.
course.
Let me
Don't
just.
tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time.
I think we already told you that. Let me just try some of these other things to see if there's other options.
What would you like to know?
No.
Good.
Drug
The
traffic.
lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the police is asking, one of the drivers might admit to it.
We already have some suspicion that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
The two might even be connected.
Made up my mind about the smuggler. Oh, right. We were trying to decide whether or not we were actually going to take this on.
Yes?
Yeah, I'll look into it. Probe the driver, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
Okay, yeah, because I totally forgot that I had not committed to this.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
And then the tattoos
That's
still
the
know
man
it.
who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the force day to the...
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her.
Maybe if we solve this drug trafficking thing, she'll start to share. I'm gonna go question the drivers. Oh! Is this what they were talking about? There's something down there. Flashlight? The musty smell of a potato cellar in spring emanates from the air vent. Huh. Does this guy know anything? No.
Your munching has ruined my concentration.
Oh, I confuse Renee with Andre. Huh. Interesting. How might I get down there? Is it because my perception's higher that I was able to spot that? Let's question the drivers. Since we're here.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
He folds his hands behind his head and leans back.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
I really feel like this guy's involved.
Just be straight with him.
Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking? I need to get high and I'm looking for a dealer. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs at Terminal B.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait, then why are you still hanging around?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith. This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
It's not a lie.
Oh.
It's something else. Impossible to say what at this point, but there's something in him. Some trepidation.
This one I almost want to fail. He's a poet. Hit him with your best verse.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like...
A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray.
Whoa. What else?
It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
He's transfixed by the words. Where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity, never your own.
Dang, that's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
He grunts, unable to suppress his reaction.
Did you?
I don't really know. I think that may be an actual poet, and I've learned it by heart. I'm just a vessel for the muse.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours.
I don't really know.
No matter. Great verse is like that sometimes. Ephemeral. You might not look it. Seems you have some literary chops. Maybe there's hope for me yet.
That's a strange compliment.
Just messing with you. It's cool. You're an okay guy. For a cop.
For a cop?
They're more often into fists than rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse.
In a small office behind the old military hospital,
cool.
hunched under the green glow of his desk light, Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his futurist magazine. It's called The Futurist. The typeface on the header is too small.
Hans Blau sounds like a German porn star name. Any organization gets all kind of folk. I'm sure we try our best. I'm doing what little I can to do right by people.
Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
It gives you a thumbs up.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, Remember those words.
That's all for now. Bye. I'm thinking this guy's probably involved, right?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
We're not exactly in the good graces with this guy, though. The racist lorry driver. You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Takes a long drag on his cigarette. Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
There's Yorin. Take his side in this particular fight.
Hold on, but they make Al Ghul alcohol in Ilmara too. I was told they do. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez. Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right?
He eyes you wearily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then, damn, it didn't work. You should have signaled you're a nationalist before.
Damn it!
I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Pass on a cigarette. Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other camioners have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Sure, it was a great debate.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
The man shakes his head dismayed, furiously pulling on his cigarette. If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaritan. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Wait, the street vendor south of here? That guy's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right? 100%.
I don't really believe in anything this guy says, but there wasn't a third driver, and I thought they mentioned that there was 3 people to talk to. Guess I need to pay him a visit then.
Guess so.
Grins contented with himself. Let me just check over here again. Maybe there's a little, another hint we can see inside here.
A lorry stuck. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
Grad Factory of Magnets and Miracles, U49.
Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
Back seat.
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are a book with ragged edges catch it. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar
I think we went through this before,
paraphernalia.
that's why I'm skipping through.
Proclamations about honor, strength. A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror.
That's this guy's truck, right? Okay, well, let's pay Sealang a visit. I wanted to go talk to him anyways. Having a lot of trouble navigating that spot.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Persuade him to give you some money. Hell yeah.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money now.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Because I'm corrupt. I don't really remember how it works, though. Being corrupt, I mean.
Ah, yes. Lots of cops are.
The street vendor nods dead serious.
The air between you becomes a little awkward as it becomes clear you don't know the first thing about bribes.
You see, I'm an honest entrepreneur. I can't help you if you don't give me a good reason as to why I should. Sorry, detective.
The man grins as if the entire incident is already forgotten. I mean, Sealang is shady as fuck. He does have that, like... There was, like, food, some food that was clearly meant for aid, right? And he's trying to sell it, so... So, Sealang, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
For a moment, he's unsure how to respond.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'm super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
He's smart. He smiles.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Spreads his arms. So you forgot to tell me? Or so you were embarrassed to tell me? Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
Wait. What crowd?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd. He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Who are you afraid of, Sealang? It wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Tell me now. You're wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is transporting the drugs here. Okay, I think we got to leverage. Okay, if you don't know, then I'll tell your employer you've been selling his... Well, if we go with empathy... Yeah, okay, fine. Let's trust empathy. Empathy's never let us down. Who are you afraid of, Sealang?
Look, there's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
If you don't want to get into this mess, raise your voice. You have to give us a reason to move on. Us. me and the Bullet, right? My friend Bullet. We're buddies, Sealang. Help us out. No one will know it was you. We're buddies.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is that Ruby again?
Lady driver. Perhaps connected to Ruby somehow.
Okay. Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Point to the pale driver, dazed out. Strange. Oh, let's go with Ruby, because that's what I was thinking too. Could her name be Ruby by any chance?
I don't know. I told you. I don't know her name.
Is it the old woman?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
He's aching to get back to his usual shtick. All this whispering is bad for business.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. Very cool. Let's cap this off with a purchase. A pair of funky sunglasses, detective? You deserve it. And I deserve it too. Don't you think?
I think I deserve some of your money.
No need to mess this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes.
The air between you becomes a little awkward.
You see, I'm an honest...
All right. Wasn't there something with like the sunglasses or... Wasn't there a check with the sunglasses? The jam mystery. Find out who's the lady driver and where's her lorry. Or her weapon rate. Not the cargo container. Box of sunglasses. Okay. Is that this one?
The speakers below. You should go over and ask him about paying for those sneakers with your net worth.
No, I think that's the sunglasses there. I didn't think I could click on those.
The shine on these sunglasses.
Stylish shades, huh? They'd be even more stylish if you paid for them.
Try-
with net worth. Go over and ask him.
Try again. Maybe you can find some interesting sunglasses in the box.
No luck.
Oh.
All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently. There's a malformed green frog on its bent cap.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
All right. It was meant to be.
Sporty and practical, officer. Good choice.
I'm wearing this hat of shame. The malformed green frog of the visor seems to keep an eye on your surroundings. A beady, suspicious eye. The lime-tinted cellophane appears to be poorly molded. The imprint says made in Saffir. I guess we go talk to the old lady. Maybe we'll finally get something out of her. Oh, I got lost. I thought that was a person at first. Did I miss someone? Oh. Oh, because of my perception. Hello?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Where am I? Who are you?
We did it. Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis. You've jolted her back to reality. Gave her a big old jolt.
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you all right, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She adds with contempt. Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
Valid point. When else would you be then?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. Who's Gabriel Bonguero?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
Bonguero. She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. She's practicing what she preaches. She's got amber everything. Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
So I take it you were in Mask when you were young.
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone, are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
She gets gruff suddenly. I like her.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know?
She looks
All of
around.
this.
All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Lowman.
Fair.
It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
Right. I have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
I think we'll work our way to that. What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
Well, that's good enough for me. So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
She smiles, a careless smile. So she could be smuggling and she just doesn't know it.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Wait, you get high off driving a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
She closes her eyes in reverie. I love her. She's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
Guess that makes sense. Minding your... Oh, what if the cargo is contraband? I guess we could try.
Then it's contraband, Lowman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Damn it, she's good.